Civil 3D training. My name is Charles Ellison, and we're going to be doing another live stream tonight. Tonight we're going to be exploring creating a label style. It should be a fairly quick and easy tutorial for you. And if we finish this first one, then we might move on to the next one. So we'll see how that goes. I'd like to direct your attention to this website, civil3d.tv. On this website we have all sorts of free tutorials, and these are essentially the long form live streams, which is what you're viewing right now. But if you'd like to be able to get more in depth into Civil 3D as far as an actual course, you can sign up for a free trial to the Civil 3D Essentials subscription. And right here, if you click on this button, you get a free 3-day trial just by signing up. So I would recommend that, you can just try it out just to see how this coursework works for you and if it fulfills your needs. But if you'd rather prefer to go through the long form of Civil 3D training, stick with the live videos, stick with the live stream. The other thing that I would recommend too is that, here, let me reload this. Sign up for the free Civil 3D tutorial updates. This is a newsletter that comes out once every month at the beginning of the month, and it has a list of all of the live streams, all the free stuff. If you'd rather stick with YouTube, go to youtube.com/civil3d, and there's also a join option right here. If you click on this blue button, if you're on a very limited budget, you can go with the Civil 3D Lessons option, which is $9.99 a month, and that gives you access to the latest 10 videos along with the exercise files. There's that option, or you can get the Civil 3D All Access for $29.99 a month, and that gives you access to everything as well as the exercise files. So these memberships and subscriptions are for organized content that's just straight to the point. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into kind of like the rough and dirty tutorial here. And our exercise is going to be creating a label style. Okay. In this exercise, you will create a label style. In most cases, the easiest way to create a style is to find an existing style that is similar to the format that you want. Create a copy and then modify the copy. In the following steps, you'll create a design speed label style. You'll learn various ways to create and edit label styles using the Civil 3D tool space. So let's go ahead and create a label style. Note that this exercise uses the labels-4B drawing with the modifications you made in the previous exercise, or you can open up the labels-5A drawing, which is located in your tutorials folder. Now first off, we're going to zoom into station 0 of the Main Street alignment. Now which one is the Main Street alignment? Is it this one? I'm not sure. Could it be this one? This looks like West Street. This over here is East Street. So this main one right here is Main Street. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and select it, right click, and select Insert. Now if I want to, I can go ahead and select the alignment. Actually, before I do that, right now it's a block, I'm going to explode it by pressing X to explode. And now we have our alignment. And it's the Main Street alignment. So we're going to zoom into station 00, which is right here. Now I have noted here, examine the design speed label. You'll use the label style as a basis to create a new label style that will display the design speed without the station label. The design speed labels will be placed at locations where the stations are already labeled. Note the design speed information, including the station at which the design speed has been applied, is available in the Alignment Properties dialog box on the Design Speeds tab. So we're going to select the design speed label. Right click and select Edit Alignment Labels. Okay, so I'm going to select the alignment, right click, and select Edit Alignment Labels. Okay, under Type, I'm going to select Design Speeds. Okay, next. Let me get my bearings here. Bear with me. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to create new. Okay, we get our Label Style Composer dialog box. On the Information tab, we're going to specify the following parameters. For the name, we're going to call this Design Speeds dash inline. For description, we're going to say small design speed label perpendicular to the alignment. Then we're going to go to the General tab. On the General tab, you'll specify the settings for the overall label style, including the visibility, layer, and plan readability. For this exercise, accept the default settings on this tab. You can turn on or off the visibility of the individual label components on either the Summary or Layout tab. So we've got our Layout tab, and then we have a Summary, which encompasses really everything within these tabs right here. So it's kind of a long tab here, but we'll press on. Click the Layout tab. On the Layout tab, you specify the content of the label style. A label can be made up of one or more components, each of which can have separate properties. Okay, we're going to examine the contents of the component name list. So when I click this drop down, I have the option of station, design speed, and line. So we were just on station. Here's design speed. You can see that the contents have changed right here. If we hit line, then that changes. Go back to station. It says station right here in the contents. Okay, each component is shown in the preview pane on the right side of the dialog box. You can use the buttons to the right of the component name list to create, copy, or delete label style components. So, which means this stuff right over here. These components were copied when you created the style from the existing station over speed style. That's from a previous exercise. In the component name list, select station. We're in there right now. In the general collection, change the visibility to false. So we're going to swap this out to false. You can see how that changed in our preview panel right here. So notice that your change is shown immediately in the preview pane. This pane is useful when you're designing a label style. If you don't like what you see in the preview, you can change it before saving the style. Note, to delete the station component, select it from the component name list and then click the X. So if we wanted to delete this station component completely, we just click this X right here. Delete component. In the component name list, select the design speed. Select that. Now we're going to specify the following parameters. Under General, the anchor component, we're going to keep that online. The anchor point, we're going to change this to end. See how that changes in the preview? For text, we're going to change the attachment to bottom right. See how that changes it? For the X offset, we're going to make that 0. For Y offset, we're going to change that to 1. In the text collection, for the contents property, we're going to click right here and select this button. You can use the text component editor dialog box to define the content and format of a label style text component. The properties list displays the available properties that can be displayed in a label component. When you select a component from the list, the applicable values are displayed in the table below. So we've got all this stuff right here. We can change the format here. Okay, in the text component editor dialog box in the preview pane, select the design text. So right here. Now we're going to delete this. Press the delete button. Actually, we're going to delete all of this. Just leave speed. Now we're going to select the design speed property block by clicking right here. It selects all of it right here. After you have selected the property block in the preview pane, you can modify the specific values that were applied to the property. In the properties list, select design speed. So we've got that selected right now. We're going to change the precision to 1 decimal place right here. Then to apply this, select this arrow right here. That applies it. And it shows the block in the preview pane. Now you'll notice, I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but there's a block of code that changed from PO to P1. Right here, go ahead and select the speed text. And then we're going to go into the Format tab. You can change the style, justification, font, and color of each text component. With the text in the preview pane selected, change the font to Times New Roman, then click OK. Font, where's Times? Times New Roman, right here. See how that changed in the preview? Then we're going to click OK. In the Label Style Composer, notice that the speed font is different from the design speed value. The design speed value font did not change because it was not selected when you changed the font. Go ahead and click OK to close the Label Style Composer, and then pick the label style and alignment label and alignment labels dialog boxes. Okay, so we have all of this selected. We're going to add this to the Main Street alignment by clicking Add. Then click OK. Now you can see how a label right here was added. We scroll down. You can see how this was added. And here they all are for our speed, our design speed labels. And that's essentially it, folks. And that's where we're going to stop tonight. I hope this was helpful to everybody. We'll shut this down right here. And again, if you'd like to learn more about Civil 3D, maybe you're a student, maybe you're in high school or college, and maybe you have an opportunity that's coming up to where maybe you know a little bit of AutoCAD, but maybe you don't know Civil 3D. This would be a great place to start if you'd like to learn more about it. I've got all of these free tutorials right up here. If you click on free tutorials at civil3d.tv, you can click on one right here and then just watch the video from the site. Or, again, you can start a free trial, a free 3-day trial, and you can browse all of my content. Or, again, if you want to stick with YouTube, click join. If you're on a budget, $9.99 a month for Civil 3D lessons. You get 10 of the latest videos. Civil 3D All Access gives you access to everything, including the exercise files, $29.99 a month. So that's where I'll leave you, folks. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe to Civil 3D. And I'll check you later, guys. Peace.